So this is the most basic way to make a fucking good flat white from the Bravo Bambino. So, turn it on, takes 3 seconds to heat up. Grab yourself a grinder, you're gonna need a good one. That's a Barazza Sette 270. You wanna turn on your machine, it only takes 3 seconds, famously. And then chuck a single shot of water through it. Push the button on the left, that single shot, one on the right, double shot. Put some water through it. These are all the stuff you'll need, kind of. A lot of the stuff you see like that, I've all got it from Temu. You don't need to go and buy all this fancy fucking coffee shit, because some dickhead on Instagram's got it. Anyway, once you've done that, the water should seep through there. Weigh out your coffee. Now, this is where you have to get actually kind of technical, and you need to have 18 grams of coffee. You can go 19. I've found it fits 18 better, because it is quite a small portafilter. So go and weigh out 18 grams of coffee, and you're aiming then to get out 36 grams of coffee out. For some reason, the machine just magically knows how to do that. It's then down to you and the grinder of how fast, so if you've ground your coffee out too fine, it's going to take longer than 36 seconds. If you've ground it too coarse, you'll know it'll look really bad, it'll come out really fast. I find with this grinder that if I spray my beans with a little bit of water, it reduces the static. So I always put a little bit of, just in terms of the cleanliness, doesn't reduce like flavor or help the flavor or anything like that. It's just tidiness and workflow. If I don't use the water, the coffee just pisses out the side of the grinder. So go and tear off your portafilter and then grind out your coffee. I've got mine, for some reason it has to be on the finest setting, but that way I find it's the best setting for espresso. It's really loud, but it's really good. And then it should have the consistency between your fingers of flour, nice and fine. I've got a little distributor tool. You can't see it yet. That's what I'm doing here. I'm pushing around the coffee, try and go in tiny circles in a circular shape. It just breaks up all the big clumps so that the water can travel through your portafilter nice and evenly. Even out the top, and then a nice even tamp. You don't need to twist it. But yeah, nice even tamp. If you're really courageous, I was thinking about doing it, but I didn't. You can tip your portafilter upside down onto your hand, and it should stay in there. You haven't tamped properly. If it comes out, be nice and gentle. What are you doing, mate? Be nice and gentle. There you go. Lock it into place. Chuck your. I'm using Supreme beans, so I use my Supreme cup. And then when you push the button, wait a couple of seconds. It should flash a couple times, the button, and then start your timer. That's how you get the most accuracy. Hear that noise starting there? That's when you want to, around that time, is when you want to start pushing your timer. There you go, watch it carefully. It slowly drips out, the paste starts to pick up, and then you get that, you can kind of see the shape of it. The color changes, it gets brighter, and then, that is a really nice shot. I've absolutely nailed that. Look, the sign was out there. Lovely jubbly. And then a nice creamer on top. Make sure to get rid of that. Shake that all around. That's like having a big head on your beer. As much as it looks good and it is a sign of a well done coffee shot, get rid of it because it's gonna ruin your latte art. Purge. Now get rid of the steam in your steam one. Get a little bit out. You'll see as soon as the hot water stops and the steam starts to come is when you want to turn it off. And then you want to fill up your milk jug to the desired amount. I always try and go less. I always find I end up tipping a little bit out. Now, with these steam ones compared to industrial ones, this only has one hole for steam to get out of. So like get a little bit of air into it at the beginning, and then just focus on that spiral. Get the circular, get the milk moving around. You'll find that that's like the perfect texture. I haven't messed up the texture from this machine in a long time. I'm getting pretty fucking good at getting some good milk out of this. It is pretty forgiving. Like here you can see that there's a little bit of juggling in there, but it was delicious. The texture of the milk. It was. I just finished the coffee. I drank it while I edited this, and it was banging. But before you do anything with the milk, make sure you use a separate cloth. See, I've got the yellow one for mess, the blue one for milk. Make sure you clean that fucker, right? I actually forgot to purge it again after. So purge again, man. And then yeah, now you can really give that a swirl. Be nice and gentle with your milk. I always see baristas fucking slamming the milk on the counter or just being really aggressive with the swirling. There's me, hello. But be nice and gentle with it. And get ready to pour. Now you want to kind of, as I say, swirl everything around, swirl your milk, give it a wee bang on the table, nice and gentle, get rid of any bubbles. Obviously the air with gravity comes to the top, so kind of want to integrate it in. It was good milk, silky. And then get a little bit off the top. I always find if I just pour a little bit off the top, I get a way better consistency. I kind of know how it's going to come out. On the angle, circular motions, nice and fast, controlled. I probably could have gone a little bit further towards the back. This isn't the greatest example of latte art, but it's fucking something, and it was delicious. There you go, a wee, whatever you call that. And that is one happy little barista boy. Go on, tell us how it tasted. Oh, that is really fucking good. Thought so. Oh. Thanks for watching. See you later.